water. In most of the countries, clean drinking water costs more than the high sugary energy drinks. How? This is not bad luck. This is not genetics. This is a system that profits more from your sickness than it ever could from your wellness. With every tool, every tracker, every subscription, every self-help framework available to you, you have become a mere outline of the radiant Paramashiva you were born to express. A faded photocopy of being you actually are. You have become a faded photocopy of the being you actually are. Here is the truth. Nobody in the wellness industry, in the education industry, or in the healthcare industry will ever tell you plainly. You will not fix any of this by downloading one more app or finishing one more self-help book. You will only heal by changing the very source code of your inner software. The software that has been deliberately corrupted by a system engineered to fail you while making you believe the failure is entirely your own. When you are thirsty, look around. High sugary soda is easily available with less cost than the drinking water, the clean drinking water. Even if you get drinking water, you get in the bottled water, bottled form, which carries so much of neuroplastics, changes your whole body and impacts your mind so bad. I tell you, modern life is a disease. Modern life is a scam. And today, level by level, statistics by statistics, I will dismantle the modern system to you. Listen. Listen. A small story. A wealthy, greedy man dies suddenly and opens his eyes in completely different realm. A realm filled with astonishing luxury and effortless comfort beyond anything he had known in his earthly life. Chitragupta, the celestial keeper of the karmic records, appears before him and tells him that Chitragupta will be the guide in this new realm. The man is overjoyed because Chitragupta explains that in this realm every single wish appears the instant it is thought. No effort required, no waiting, no want left unmet, no friction, no struggle, no growth. The man immediately concludes that this must be heaven. And for weeks he indulges completely in this endless, effortless pleasure. But slowly he grows restless, then bored, then unbearably lonely, until one day he cries out to Chitragupta, I cannot bear this heaven any longer. Better let me go to hell itself. Please take me to hell. Chitragupta smiles and says, what made you think you were anywhere else? This has been hell all along. Listen, this line is the chilling truth. Listen. This line is the chilling truth. Because we are living that line right now. In a world, every comfort is available at a tap of screen. Yet, loneliness and boredom is at an all-time high. If you come from a typical Indian family, you have heard your parents say, back in my days, we walked 10 miles to reach the village school, drank straight from the well, and entertainment meant watching traveling drama troupes and gathering around to the national channel on the television. But here is what almost no one tells you. Unearned, effortless life is worse than hell, worse than hard life. No walking at all, bodies swelling with lifestyle diseases, water sipped from bottles quietly leaching microplastics that disrupt your hormones, and 1,000 channels engineered to hijack your attention with war footage, a stranger's gym transformation, a newborn's first cry, and an ex-lover's new relationship, all inside a single 10-second scroll. This is the modern world where you hunt endlessly for data but starve quietly for wisdom. Collecting information the way our ancestors once collected blessings without truly ever absorbing any of it. The entire entire arrangement has flipped upside down, as if the whole world has slipped into Maya. The cosmic illusion the Upanishads warn us about, the veil that makes the unreal appear real, and every single one of us is wandering through it half asleep, convinced we are wide awake. Listen to these 6 levels of persecution. Understand. The first level of persecution is the cognition level, meaning the very structure of how you think, what you believe is true, and how you interpret reality itself. The modern education system was never designed to produce thinkers. It was designed to produce clerks, obedient, confused, permanently dependent on the system that trained them. Listen. According to UNESCO, over 770 million adults worldwide remain functionally illiterate even today. While the global education industry is valued at more than $6 trillion, which tells you the system is enormously profitable precisely because it produces mass cognitive helplessness. Listen, here is the most unfortunate fact about modern schooling. A person can go through 12, 16, even 20 years of formal education and come out the other end completely helpless in the face of actual life. Here is the most unfortunate fact about modern schooling. A person can go through 12, 16, even 20 years of formal education and come out the other end completely helpless in the face of actual life. He cannot grow his own food. He cannot fix his own car. He cannot even fix a simple things in his house. He cannot understand his own body. He cannot build, not only he cannot build a shelter, he cannot even repair, do some rectifications in his shelter, and he has been educated into a total, laughable redundancy of his own existence. And here is the cruelest part of this scam. This education handed over to a person, this educated man is handed a large ego along with his degree, and he is taught to believe that anything involving physical work with his own hands is somehow low level and beneath him. This idea of white collar and blue collar is inserted into him. An engineer studies for 4 years, sits through countless examinations, claims to have a white collar job, and still cannot make a single gear wheel with his own hands. While a small town foundry worker who learned his craft directly from his parents in Gurukula tradition, from the Varnashrama Sampradaya tradition, can design and forge a real working tool with nothing but his hands and his inherited knowledge. Still today, the most celebrities on this planet, Harvard included, cannot fully explain or cannot even grasp how the Kumbh Mela, the Kumbh city, the world's largest human gathering, 100 million people, the Kumbh city for 100 million people, manages to raise fully functioning city for hundreds of millions of people with complete sanitation, kitchens, hospitals in just 3 weeks. And after the Kumbh Mela, dismantle it completely in 3 weeks with almost zero chaos. This is the living Hindu Gurukul Varnashrama Sampradaya knowledge in action. Knowledge that was never written into Harvard textbook because it lives in the body, in the tradition, and the dharmic consciousness of the people the modern world dismisses as uneducated. Till now, no modern universities, the greatest universities teach carpentry, woodworking, cannot understand how the Puri Jagannath's chariot is built without any modern tools even now, with no measuring equipments even now. No trekker education colleges can understand or teach how the Sherpas in Everest walk carrying that large luggage, help those educated individuals to do the trekking. Those who get the name, fame as if they conquered the Everest, and those who are going to get the reward certificate sponsors, they are being supported silently by the Sherpas. who don't have any education. I can go on be giving you 10,000 examples. The government Stapati colleges, government Stapati college graduates cannot carve a single Ganesha practically. Only those who learnt hereditary from the parents. By the age of 5, the kids not only start carving, by the age of 10, they build temples. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report estimates that nearly 50% of all employees globally will need significant reskilling within a few years due to automation, proving that the modern school system is training children for job profiles that are already becoming obsolete by the time they graduate. Alongside this broken schooling system sits an equally dangerous media machinery, an information system deliberately designed to keep you in darkness, refusing to let you see truths and facts as they actually are, putting you in endless distractions other than the simple straight truths of life. Your Instagram trends, your algorithm curated feed, and your daily recommended for you list are quietly deciding what you believe is true about the world. And you are walking around thinking those conclusions are entirely your own. A small story. Uncle John, visiting a mental hospital, stood chatting at a great length to one man in particular. He asked all sorts of questions about how he was treated and how long he had been there and what hobbies he was interested in. As John left him and walked on with the attendant, he noticed that the attendant was grinning broadly. John asked what was amusing, and the attendant that he had been. John asked what was amusing, and the attendant he had been talking to the medical superintendent. The attendant said he had been talking to the medical superintendent all along. Embarrassed, John rushed back to make apologies. I am sorry, doctor. He said, I will never go by the appearances again. Don't think what seemingly appears factually is actual. No, all your opinions are curated by your algorithms, not by you. Listen, don't think what seemingly appears factual is factual. What seemingly appears factual is actual. No, all your opinions are curated by your algorithms, not by you. Kailasa's answer to cognition level persecution is the complete revival of the Gurukul, the ancient Sanatana Hindu educational system where the student lives directly with the Guru and learns not mere information but the full science of living, functional knowledge. In Kailasa's Gurukuls, a child learns body literacy, emotional literacy, spiritual literacy alongside yoga, Ayurveda, and ancient Hindu sciences of life and health, agriculture, craft, art, and the awakening of the third eye and power manifestation, so that the child grows into a complete sovereign human being, not a partial human software. I have revived the Gurukul not just for Hindus, but as the solution for the whole of humanity. All those persecuted in cognition level, because the goal of real education is to produce enlightened being, not an employee. Even if you think you are an adult, Kailasa's Gurukul is for you, not just for kids. Any race, creed, caste, gender, age you are from, Kailasa's Gurukul is for you. Because Gurukul produces enlightened beings, not just an employee. Gurukul produces the leaders, enlightened leaders, not the slaves or clerks. The second level of persecution is emotional level. And this one is the most intimate and most visible, because when your emotions are controlled, your entire life is controlled. Your moods, your fears, your excitements, your boredom are being engineered every single day by algorithm-driven feeds that are scientifically designed to pull you towards fear, anger, or apathy. Because a person trapped in fear, anger, or apathy is a person who keeps scrolling. Your decisions about relationships, career, money, and even spirituality are being driven by likes and the trends that are not even your own opinions. They are carefully curated reactions engineered to maximize the hours you spend not actually living your own life. Your phone knows you more about what you feel than you do, and it is not using the knowledge to heal you, but it is using to sell you. You no longer build deep friendships. You add strangers to a follower count and mistake that number for real human connection. And then you wonder why you feel profoundly alone while being technically connected to thousands of people. You type endlessly, and yet you have forgotten how to sit with another human being and simply talk without performing, without broadcasting, without documenting. According to a 2023 advisory from the United States Surgeon General, chronic loneliness now carries a health risk comparable to smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. And yet, the very platform engineering this loneliness are the same ones selling you wellness subscriptions to manage the symptoms they created. All country laws focus on breaking the families because a lonely person is a client for them. Like how if one elephant falls, it will be food for hundreds of owls and hyenas. If one elephant falls, it will be food for hundreds of wolves and hyenas. So if one family collapses, they get so many lonely people to prey on. A lonely person is the perfect prey for them, but they see a lonely person is a perfect prey for them. They buy things to fill the void. They consume content to numb the silence. And they subscribe endlessly to simulate the connection that was stolen from them. What every algorithm on every platform is doing to your attention right now, the Amrita Bindu Upanishad diagnosed with surgical precision thousands of years ago. It is not complicated. It is simply this as described in the second verse. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho bandhaya vishayasangam mukyai nirvishayam smrutam. The mind alone is the cause of bondage and liberation for human beings. Attachment to sense objects leads to bondage, and freedom from that attachment leads to liberation. It is like you lose your hair because you are constant worry about losing your hair. You lose sleep because of your constant worry about losing your sleep. You get stressed because you are constant worry about getting stressed. This is emotional ethnocide in real time. This is not the destruction of a culture, but the slow murder of your natural emotional intelligence, replaced by a manufactured algorithm approved emotional diet. Now, it has gone one step further At least with phone, with your phones, they only collect the information about your actions, your likes and dislikes. They only have knowledge about what you do with your phone. But reason that smart glasses, you don't even need to switch it on. They record your whole behavior from morning till night. They get the context, not just the action. And they are not going to use it to enlighten you. They are going to use it to sell you and make you more slave. Listen, the smart glasses are going to the next level. Kailasa's answer to emotional level persecution is the restoration of the bhakti-centric ecosystem. The sacred enlightenment ecosystem where your emotions flowers into ultimate emotional intelligence. Bhakti-centric ecosystem takes you from loneliness to all oneness. It makes you flower your emotions to the ultimate emotional intelligence. In Kailasa, your life belongs to you again, not to an algorithm, not to a platform, but to you and to your own ultimate flowering. The third level of persecution is the social level. And here, the violence becomes visible, leaving its marks on land, on the very names by which communities know themselves. Ethnocide means the deliberate destruction of people's culture, ethnicity, and identity without necessarily destroying their bodies. And genocide means the physical destruction of people themselves. And both of these are not confined to history books. They are happening right now. When you erase an ethnicity, you do not just remove a culture, you erase an entire universe of understanding about nature, medicine, cosmos, and the sacred that existed only inside that language and nowhere else. According to the United Nations Refugee Agency figures, well over 120 million people are currently forcibly displaced worldwide, the highest number ever recorded in the human history, torn from their homes by wars, manufactured for the profit of those who sell the weapons for the vested interests and agendas of those in power and those who are in the mode of power mongering. For the sake of power, their ego glorification, for the sake of their ego bloating, they go to any extent. Here is a truth that almost no one names plainly. In many wealthy nations, tens of millions of homes sit vacant, locked up as financial assets on a balance sheet, the foreclosed homes, while thousands of human beings sleep on the street without a roof over their heads. Meaning, there are more than 20 empty homes for every single homeless person on any given night. This is not housing shortage, this is housing hoarding. The World Bank reports that nearly 700 million people still live in extreme poverty, surviving on less than $2.15 a day. In a world whose combined real estate value alone is estimated at over $300 trillion, sitting largely as investment assets. Poverty is not accident. Poverty is not an accident. I am choosing my words with full precision. Poverty is engineered. The poor are kept poor by policy, by structure, by a deliberate design, where wealth flows upward with mathematical certainty, while the language of the hard work makes the poor feel personally responsible for a structural trap. Structural trap, that's the right word. Poverty is not a failure of the poor, it is the feature of the system, engineered with mathematical precision and maintained with a political will. With political will. You are made to spend your youth selling your health to gain wealth. Then spend your wealth to regain your health back. And the funny thing is, the heavy brainwashing mechanisms call all of this as progress. A small story. Once Peter Pepper goes to the doctor to solve his stress issues. The doctor said, Peter, I can't find anything organically wrong with you. As you know, many illnesses come from worry. You probably have some business or social problems that you should talk over with a good psychiatrist. A case very similar to yours came to me only a few weeks ago. The man had a $50,000 note due and could not pay it. Because of his money problem, he had worried himself into a state of nervous exhaustion. The Peter Pepper asked, did you cure him? The doctor said, yes. I just told him to stop worrying, that life was too short to make himself sick over a scrap of paper. Now he is back to normal. He has stopped worrying entirely. Peter said, yes, I know. Sadly, I am the one he owes that $50,000 to. This is exactly how you are chasing life today, running frantically to solve one problem only to discover you have quietly created another one. And the system is engineered precisely so that this chase never ever ends. You are never allowed to celebrate being a human. Only you are brainwashed to celebrate your degrees, your economic portfolio, your bank balance, the car you drive, the house you own. You are never allowed to celebrate being a human on this planet. People are trained from childhood to buy things they do not need, using loans they cannot easily repay, and credit cards that quietly sell away their future. By the time you finish paying off your mortgage on the home, you think you own your home, your body is ready for the graveyard. Straight from straight from mortgage owned home to grave, that is the modern life arc for the majority of the humanity. Listen, the entire concept of ownership in this system is the most brilliant blind spot ever constructed. You can see intellectually that something is deeply wrong with it, but you cannot cut through it alone because the system surrounds you completely on every side. Not just on 8 directions, on all 10 directions. Those of you who can see through this but cannot cut through it. Those of you who cannot see through this, listen. Those of you who can see through this but cannot cut through it, the solution for you is Kailasa. I have already cut through it and made a solution not just for me, but for anyone who can see through but can't cut through, and who wants to cut through, who wants the solution. Through the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, I am opening the doors of Kailasa a living network of safe zones on this planet where persecution stops and protection begins. Where persecution stops and protection begins. By offering refuge, I am extending the very enlightenment ecosystem of Kailasa, where each being treats themselves and others as Paramashivam. Kailasa is built as the living, functioning, powerful, ultimate alternative. A civilizational nation where community replaces isolation, where you are supported to flower, manifest, and radiate your highest ultimate, and where our monasteries and spiritual embassies offer shelter, food, community, and refuge to persecuted communities, indigenous peoples, and displaced populations from every part of the world. Listen. The fourth level of persecution is the moral level, and this is perhaps the most insidious, because when your moral compass is destroyed, you lose even the ability to recognize that you are being persecuted. Modern life has normalized might is right as the de facto law of the land, not just in geopolitics, but even in global business, in global media, in courts, and even inside families. And the most dangerous part is how thoroughly this has been accepted as simply how the world works. Anyone who sincerely tries to live the moral life aligned to the universal law of existence, Dharma, inside this system is dismantled to pieces, called naive, called impractical, marginalized, and crushed by the very machinery that claims to uphold values while rewarding those who have none. And if you try to live, continue to live as per the universal law, Dharma, you just become a loser. You just become a loser. Look at the food system. One of the most morally unjust arrangements ever built by human beings. Reports from the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization show that roughly 1/3 of all food produced globally, more than 1 billion tons every single year, is lost or wasted, while more than 700 million people go to bed hungry every single night. Tons of good grain are dumped into the ocean to keep market prices stable on one side, while on the other side, millions of children suffer stunted growth with dimmed futures. This is not an accident. This is moral level persecution wearing the mask of market efficiency. The fashion industry produces tens of millions of tons of textile waste every single year, and multiple investigative reports describe the equivalent of a truckload of clothing being landfilled or incinerated every single second somewhere on this planet, simply because it is cheaper to destroy unsold inventory than to give it to human beings who have nothing adequate to wear or to protect themselves from cold and the weather conditions. The global fashion industry alone produces an estimated 92 million tons of textile waste every year, with reports suggesting the equivalent of full garbage truck of clothing being landfilled or burned every single second somewhere on earth. Millions shiver without proper clothing, while mountains of brand new, never worn garments are buried, burned, or dumped into the oceans. And this ugly truth is filed neatly under the polite corporate term inventory management. The wars currently raging across this planet are not being fought for the values their leaders claim to defend. They are being fought for the profit of weapons manufacturers and the control of resources wrapped in the language of freedom and security. We spend 50 times more on weapons than it would cost to end the world hunger, and then we light candles for peace. The collective moral consciousness of the humanity has been so scared by the daily normalization of this violence. The collective moral consciousness of the humanity has been so scared by the normalization of this violence, scrolling past our eyes between food reels and dance videos, that we have lost the very capacity for genuine moral outrage, and that loss of outrage itself is the deepest form of moral persecution. Kailasa's answer to moral level persecution is the restoration of Dharma and revival of responsible democracy. The cosmic principle of right action and right relationship that forms the very foundation of Sanatana Hindu Dharma as the actual operating system of daily life, not a philosophy kept on a shelf. In Kailasa, Dharma is not a sermon, it is the constitution. It is the measure of every decision, is the protection it extends to the most vulnerable, not the profit it generates for the powerful. The fifth level of persecution is the spiritual. And I want to be very precise here. This is not about religion as an institution. This is about your fundamental, inalienable right to know who you actually are. They look away, listen, they took away your gods, mocked your rituals, colonized your temples, and then sold you mindfulness back to you as a paid subscription. Same ancient technology, new owner, new invoice. Pew Research Center's Global Religious Landscape Study finds over 1 billion people now identify as religiously unaffiliated. Not because they found liberation, but because institutional religion failed them while no authentic spiritual technology was offered in its place. Your right to practice, your right to pray, your right to manifest powers that are your birthright, your right to unclutch, your right to get enlightened, your right to be in oneness, your birthright as a being made of the same consciousness as Paramashiva, your right to radiate and live as a true divine self, all of this is being systematically stripped away by a world order that needs you to remain a consumer, not a conscious being. Across the world, temples are demolished, sacred lands are grabbed in the name of development. Monks and nuns are harassed, and the sacred symbols are mocked in mainstream media, while other religious institutions are left comparatively untouched. When you are told again and again that your gods are mythology, your rituals are superstition, and your spiritual powers are fraud, slowly you begin doubting the reality of your own peak experiences and your own spiritual intuition. Understand this clearly. Spiritual persecution is not only about banning prayer outright, it is about making you embarrassed to pray at all, making you feel embarrassed to seek at all. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, declares boldly, Paramashivam, Aham Brahmas. I am the ultimate cosmic superconsciousness itself. This is your true identity. Not a sinner, not a slave, not mere consumer. Kailasa's answer to the spiritual level persecution is the complete revival of the Veda agamic, universal law-centered lifestyle, dharma-centered lifestyle. The agamas being the ancient revealed scriptures of Paramashiva that contain the complete science of living enlightenment in all levels. Temple worship, spiritual initiation, technology of consciousness, whatnot. In Kailasa, every human being, regardless of birth or background, is offered the ultimate experience, ultimate knowledge, the ultimate spiritual experience as a living, functional reality. In Kailasa, your spiritual sovereignty is not a privilege granted by any government. It is your birthright, and it is protected absolutely by the First Amendment of Kailasa's Constitution. Kailasa's Constitution's First Amendment protects your spiritual sovereignty. The sixth and the final level of persecution is an environmental persecution. Environmental level persecution. And this is the most existential of all. Because when the earth that sustains your body is destroyed, every other conversation becomes meaningless. The very earth you call home is being systematically destroyed, not by accident, but by the same engineered logic of profit over life that governs every other level of persecution I have described today. According to reports from the Food and Agriculture Organization, an area of forest larger than entire country of Portugal disappears from this planet every single year. And researchers estimate roughly 8 million tons of plastic enter our oceans annually. When Kailasa tries to protect all the forests of the indigenous people by paying them their livelihood, paying money to them for their livelihood and taking care of them, we are being attacked and abused by the corporates who are destroying forests, who are deforesting us. We are land trafficking. I am shocked. I can't understand the word land trafficking. They coined a new word, land trafficking. How the land can be trafficked? When we protect the spiritual ecosystems, Madurai Adinam, Sargapuram Adinam, temples, Vedaranyam Adinam, Tanjavur Adinam, Tiruvarur Adinam, we are being attacked, abused, blamed by the land grabbers. Those who grab the lands of the temples and mutts and destroy the spiritual ecosystem and use it for their profit and vested interests, are attacking, abusing us, saying that we are behind the mutts and ashrams and adinams for land. Hey, see the whole game. Your inherent connection with Prakriti, meaning the living, conscious, natural world, as understood in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, has been so completely severed that most people in modern cities have never grown a single plant, never slept under an open sky, and never drunk water drawn directly from the natural sources in the earth, from the earth. A human being connected to Prakriti does not need to be sold artificial substitutes for what the earth gives freely. And that is precisely why this connection had to be destroyed for the modern economy to succeed. The UN Environment Program estimates that the equivalent of one garbage truck of plastic enters the world's oceans every single minute. And at current rates, the ocean could contain more plastic than fish by weight by the year 2050. The same fashion industry destroying human dignity through waste is simultaneously destroying the planet. Hundreds of thousands of tons of new, unused clothing made from synthetic fabric that will not decompose for 500 years are dumped into landfills and deserts across the global south every single year, poisoning soil and water for generations. On one side, millions of metric tons of clothing are dumped, unused, or worn only once, while on the other side, millions of human beings shiver without anything adequate to wear. This is environmental insanity engineered by pure greed. I should say impure greed. The old hill communities of the Himalaya, once celebrated for lives built on millets, wild greens, and glacier-fed water, saw the very same lifestyle diseases that plague the cities spread through their villages. The moment fried snacks and sugary colas arrived in their local markets, prove that this destruction spreads like a deliberate infection, not even slow, wild, deliberate infection. Kailasa's answer to environmental level persecution is the restoration of the living relationship between human and Prakriti. The lifestyle that is in tune with the universal law of life, Dharma, through organic farming, forest restoration, Goshala-based sacred economy, and a Gurukul education where every child learns to grow food, read the sky, live in the conscious reciprocity with the nature, where the children are not reduced to study one subject and to work in one department. No. One subject and one department is the sickness. That is the worst brainwashing. Your brain's capacity is reduced. Your ability to live is destroyed. In Kailasa, Prakriti is not a backdrop to human life. Prakriti is a living goddess and the sacred foundation of it. Gurukul education, where every child learns to grow food, read the sky, and live in conscious reciprocity with nature. In Kailasa, Prakriti is not just a backdrop to human life. She is a living goddess and the sacred foundation of it. Listen. I'll give you the essence of what I am revealing today. Point 1. The persecution is happening to you simultaneously at 6 levels for every human being. Literally every human being is being persecuted at 6 levels simultaneously. And Kailasa is the complete living, functioning solution for every single one of them. For cognition level persecution, where schools manufacture clerks, Kailasa has revived the Gurukul, restoring a complete education for body, mind, and spirit, consciousness. For emotional level persecution, where algorithms harvest your feelings, Kailasa has restored the bhakti-centric ecosystem, bhakti-centric life with which makes your emotions the ultimate emotional intelligence awakened. Bhakti-centric life which makes your emotions the ultimate emotional intelligence awakened. Your emotions flower into ultimate emotional intelligence that makes you manifest ultimate. Unlike the society which uses your emotions and makes you lonely, Kailasa Bhakti ecosystem makes you experience from loneliness to all oneness. It makes you experience all oneness, from loneliness to all oneness. For social level persecution, where ethnocide deletes the very roots of the people, genocide deletes the body itself, Kailasa stands as civilizational refuge, offering shelter, community, and protection. Loving, caring, supporting, conscious community and protection. For moral level persecution, where might is right is made normal and people are made to even forget there was a time where the right was made might, Kailasa operates entirely on Dharma. The right is the might. Dharma is the ruler. Dharma Dvaja is upheld as its true constitution. For spiritual level persecution, where you are right to worship and right to be enlightened and right to manifest your powers is stripped away, Kailasa has revived the Veda Agamic tradition and protects your spiritual sovereignty, right to be enlightened, right to manifest your powers, right to be Paramashiva, right to be in oneness, right to be the ultimate absolute. Your spiritual sovereignty is protected absolutely unnourished. Your right to manifest the ultimate as human being is neither told to you nor given to you by the modern humanity. Now the Kailasa gives not just knowledge, but also the ecosystem for you to experience the ultimate. the ultimate knowledge, the ultimate spiritual experience as a functioning lifestyle, functioning reality. For environmental level persecution, where Prakriti herself is being destroyed, Kailasa as the lifestyle in tune with the universal law of life, Dharma, not as a slogan, but as a lifestyle. Modern life is a disease. Kailasa is the cure. Modern life is a scam. Kailasa is the solution. I say this again. Those of you who can see through this system but cannot cut through it alone, you are not broken. Don't worry. I have cut it through. I have cut through it and made a way for you to come out. The doors of Kailasa is open for you. You do not have to struggle alone anymore. You do not have to struggle at all anymore. With the grace of Paramashiva, Paramashiva himself has manifested in this very being as this being made the solution real and function. And that solution is Kailasa. I make this vow before all of you today as the ultimate living manifestation of Paramashiva. Kailasa will stand as the refuge of every persecuted being forever. Come as you are, broken, doubting, or exhausted, and receive what I declare to you now. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. I also take the opportunity to welcome and thank all the VIPs who had joined us today. Miss Aisha Mariatu Injai Batica Ferreria, the Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Refugees, an internally displaced person, Guinea-Bissau. Thank you. I thank each and every one of you for being here and representing your nation and doing the great things you are doing and for being who you are. Dr. Julino Brass, the National Commission for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons in Guinea-Bissau. Mr. Sene Kamara, the National Commission for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons of Guinea-Bissau. Ms. Edna, Administrator, National Commission for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons in Guinea-Bissau. Madam Myra, Administrator, the National Commission for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons in Guinea-Bissau. Dr. Mamba, former Deputy National Commission, Republic of Guinea-Bissau. Mr. Saiku Dabo, Khalifa of Bairo Militar, leader of Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Guinea-Bissau. Mr. Cherno Samba Kand, Khalifa from Bafata Bamba Dinka, leader of Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood. Mr. Aladje Sadjo Jai, Khalifa in Bissau City, senior leader of Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Guinea-Bissau, Mr. Mansour Dia, Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Senegal, Mr. Biu Kamara, Uye Kamara, Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Gambia, Mrs. Anna Bey, Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Gambia, and Mrs. Mariama Kemara, Sufi Tijaniya Brotherhood, Republic of Guinea-Bissau, Noel Gonzalez Ayala, Mayor of Municipality of Toledo, Aurora, Bolivia, Mr. Rolando Escobar Chavez, Vice President of Federation of Community Natives Affluents, Peru, Mr. Nicanor Lopez Chok, Mayor of Municipality of Pupo, Aurora, Bolivia, Eleutria Marasa Quispe, Mayor of Municipality of Ayata, La Paz, Bolivia, Honorable Michael Cotier, MP, Member of Parliament of Scarborough, Oban, Ontario, Canada. Thank you for being here and representing Canada. His Worship Emmanuel Centaro, Lord Mayor, City of Kabale, Republic of Uganda, Dr. Andrew Chilufya, Director, Ministry of Tourism, Republic of Zambia, Amrit Pandari, philanthropist and Hindu leader, Southern California, USA, Sri Shiva Kandasamy Gurukul Shivacharya in Canada, Pandit Roopnath Sharma, President of the Hindu Federation and founder of Ram Mandir, Toronto, Canada, Babita Singh, leader of the Sikh Study Circle of St. Louis Gurudwara, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, Deepan Mitra, President of the Bureau of Human Rights and Justice, People's Republic of Bangladesh, and all the other VIPs, the long list, who are sitting in all our Kailasas. Kailasa, Toronto is celebrating today 23rd anniversary. Actually 15th year of this temple, but 23rd year of Kailasa, Toronto. Kailasa, Trinidad, Tobago is celebrating 21st anniversary of Kailasa, Trinidad, Tobago. And Kailasa, Malaysia is celebrating 23rd anniversary of Kailasa, Malaysia. Blessings to each and every one of you, and blessings to the IETV channel from Trinidad Tobago who joined us and went live. Blessings for every one of you, all those very important persons who have joined in all of our Kailasas all over the world, and all devotees, disciples, statesmen, the Kailasas, citizens, e-citizens, and brahmacharis, sannyasis, Gurukul kids, Anand Samajis, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Rajya Sabha Parliament members, Chit Sabha Parliament members, Kanaka Sabha Parliament members, and ambassadors, ministers, of various countries and Kailasa, and the VIP joined in Los Angeles, USA, Miss Jasmine Cuevas, representative for Senator Susan Rubio, 22nd District of Los Angeles. I welcome you. I welcome every one of you and bless every one of you, all of you, especially all those Kailasa citizens, Kailasa's temple priests, Adinavasis, all the Kailasa's ministers, ambassadors, making this beautiful celebration of Guru Purnima and Chaturmasya and Kailasa happen. My blessings for everyone in Kailasa, including the Prime Minister and all the ministers, ambassadors of Kailasa. Blessings to every one of you. Receive it and enjoy it. Now, today I have two great digital gifts from Mahakailasa. First is the Guru Gita book, demystified, decoded by me. And second is Paramashiva Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Next, we have Sannyas initiation ceremony. Stay tuned to witness this sacred moment. We have many more programs planned ahead. So stay tuned, watch, and enjoy Guru Purnima celebrations. Come and join Kailasa. Become part of Kailasa, enlightening yourself and enriching the world with enlightenment. Living and radiating Paramatma. Blessings to every one of you. Blessings. Be blissful. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. Paramashiva's great gift to humanity. It's a grand civilizational project for humanity. On Guru Purnima Day, the official integrating people means officially accepting them into the campuses, Kailasa, will begin. This is the single most powerful declaration in the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma, means officially accepting them into the campuses.
On this auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima, let us all offer our deepest gratitude to Bhagavan by bowing down to Swamiji's Atma Murti, requesting all the Chitsabha members, Rajsabha members, all the Kailasa Vasis, e-citizens of Kailasa, requesting every one of you to please bow down to Swamiji's Atma Murti, offering our deepest respects, gratitude and surrender at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashim.
Wow, such profound, beautiful revelations the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given. Understand, like the very start, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully revealed that more than life, is a scam. It's a fake. Kailasa lifestyle is the reality. My God. For every single thing what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has done, understand, it's today's message was just so profound, enlightening, and I have no words to say because it's a completely new revelation. This today's message shows for each and every one of us. It's for each and every one of us to understand the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The very purpose, why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism happened on planet Earth. Literally the whole planet Earth is experiencing such crisis. And very beautifully, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained about the 6 types of persecution which the humanity, planet Earth, is facing at the moment, and how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has gotten the solution, has made the solution for all 6 types of persecution. First, I would like to request all the viewers, or every single participant, every single being, I would say, watching us live right now. It's not just people on planet Earth, watching this beautiful, such profound darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also all the people across the multiverse is also watching this one address, such profound address of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So I request all of you now to take a minute, post in live comment section, what are your takeaways from today's session? For every single revelation, for every single truth the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed, I request all of you to please go ahead, post in live comment section, what is it that clicked with you? What are the powerful conclusions that you got from today's presidential address? Because all of you, please go ahead, post a live comment section. So because everyone, all the viewers watching us from various across platforms of Kailasa, all the ambassadors of Kailasa, all the parliamentarians of Kailasa, all the Rajya Sabha members and Chit Sabha members, all the Paramashiva Sena participants, the delegates who are attending the UAN summit in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai and in Kailasa Guinea-Bissau. I request every one of you to please go ahead, post in live comment section your takeaway. Also, what is it that you're going to be living with for the next of your life out there? It's because this revelation today is so profound. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened the presidential address is one thing. I bless you all with Paramat Gita.
The ultimate blessing that the Supreme Pontificate is actually an ultimate blessing for each and every one of us as the disciples of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to have Bhagavan himself as our Guru and celebrating the most auspicious Guru Purnima day. And today, in this most auspicious day, receiving the blessings as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessed all of us, all the disciples, devotees, all the sannyasis, all the Kailasa-vasis. Bhagavan blessed all of us with this beautiful blessing for making us a part of his mission, feeling the absolute grateful and feeling gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan for including all of us as a part of your divine mission and showering your most auspicious blessings on each and every one of us on this auspicious day. Thank you, Swamiji. And the beautiful revelation that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared today, that if you are not able to cut through this system in which you are bound in, don't worry. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has already cut through, and he is giving a way for each of us to just walk out and to live in a beautiful, enlightened, civilizational nation, Kailasa. Whether you are caught in the cognitive persecution, or whether you are caught in the emotional persecution, or a social level, spiritual level, moral level, or environmental level persecution, the solution is only one. The path is only one. And that is the door to Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the doors to Kailasa through the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, providing us with the best education system, providing us with the best ecosystem, the dharma-based ecosystem, providing us with the best protection, best refuge, best protection, best safety, providing us in an ecosystem where a dharma-centric ecosystem, not where might is right, and providing us with an ecosystem where the Vedagamic lifestyle, the Kriya, Charya, Yoga, and Jnana Padas of Vedagamas are the lifestyle, and giving us an enlightenment-centric ecosystem, a natural, eco-friendly, sustainable ecosystem. And that is Kailasa. So beautifully, Bhagavan explained today the different levels and different ways of persecution, and how through Kailasa, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has actually solved all of these solutions for all these different levels of persecution, and how today, through the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo global humanitarian initiative under the United Ancient Nations High Commission of Refugees, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the doors for millions of displaced refugees out there seeking a safe sanctuary for themselves.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully gave in the presidential address about 6 types of persecution which the whole humanity is facing at the moment. First, starting with the cognitive level. Being with the modern education, where you grow up to be obedient, confused slave, where you can't expand your life without that system, where you can't run your life without that system, where you become a slave for it, not a leader for that system. That is why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given the solution as the Kailasa's Nithyananda Gurukul, where kids from very young age are being trained, being developed, taught, understood, lived, practiced with the core principles of the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, what the Vedas and Agamas very beautifully explains, how we should live, what kind of cognition that you have, getting these truths embedded into the kids' inner space, and ultimately making them as leaders, making them as successful beings, geniuses in the cognitive level. Second is the emotional level, what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully revealed about in the emotional layer, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully revealed that what the modern science, with the help of the modern science, proved for all of us about the loneliness. Just within 10 seconds, you experience so many things, like diarrhea, depression, heights of your entertainment, all those things just within 10 seconds in your mobile phone. And after that, what happens? You start experiencing loneliness. One of the biggest things which the whole humanity is facing is loneliness. The feeling of loneliness, do not know what to do.
It was shocking to actually hear that the effect of loneliness is worse than or equivalent to actually having 15 cigarettes a day. That's the impact the chronic loneliness has on humanity today.
And that is why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being the solution, who cut through the system, made the bhakti-based ecosystem throughout all the temples in Kailasa's ecosystems all around the world, established in the core teachings and the principles of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Vedas and Agamas, where each of the ecosystem a bhakti-based ecosystem. So throughout all the temples, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the bhakti-based ecosystem where you are liberated. You're not feeling that loneliness. Continuously the bhakti, the rituals are there to continuously keep you elevated. Next is the social level of persecution which we experience, where the people, what current planet Earth, humanity is facing right now is displacement due to the wars which is taking place, due to the genocide of the erase of culture, or due to the inequality what's happening, due to so many things is happening at the moment right? What the currently humanity is facing. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving the solution, which is Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, giving refuge for all. For all those communities out there, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving the refuge for it. Next is the moral level, where the current day ecosystems, the current day governments and everything, its motto is more of running might is right. More weapons have been made, not to care about the beings of the people, but most of the time it's like showing the might is right. More weapons have been created, and so many things have been happening in the world where just for power centric, where the whole ecosystem, where the whole nation is running with power based ecosystem, power over ethics, profit over ethics. And this is where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made Kailasa the only nation, the only Hindu nation out there in the whole world, where it is run based on Vedas and Agamas as his constitution, where the whole governance is based on the Manuvadi Dharma Shastras. It's based on Dharma. Not that of might is right, not that of profit over ethics or anything. No. Run purely on Dharma. Next is the spiritual. Next is the spiritual level. The spiritual level persecution. But the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully revealed that what you're not having the ability to run, actually not just run or practice. You've been made to question the reality of who you are. Brainwashing you, continuously amount of persecution being done, brainwashing what you're following is actually a mythology, continuously saying our gods are wrong, and all those things, right? And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made Veda agamic lifestyle for all of us, where the Vedas and Agamas are the core fundamental practices, right? If you see the whole lifestyle of Kailasa, each and every single thing is based on the Veda and Agamic lifestyle. So where you're spiritually grounded, know for a fact that I am Paramashiva. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully revealed that the first amendment of Kailasa is the solution for this. And the last is the environmental level. What current day the environment is facing the destruction of it.
And we invite all the viewers who are watching us now, as we are all getting prepared for the sannyas initiation and the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Kala Bhairava. As we are all awaiting, starting in just a few moments, we would like to hear from each and every one of you. What are the 6 different levels, the persecution that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared today? Which of it that you, which or more than one or more of it that you relate with, that you feel like, wow, yes, this is where I feel I need to cut through this system and I want to have a breakthrough and I want to come out of it. Which aspect of it that you related with? If it is just one or more, please do message in the live chat section in YouTube. Please go ahead and share what was your breakthroughs, what were your takeaways from today's session, today's powerful presidential address that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared. What are the aspects that you really related with? And how the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism under the United Ancient Nations High Commission of Refugees is the solution for all 6 different levels of persecution. And one thing that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared today about the modern education system, how the people who are coming out of the modern education system come with a huge ego because of the white collar, and they look down upon people who are actually doing the physical labor, physical work type of a thing, because they are trained in so-called white collar jobs. That's one of the main drawbacks of today's modern education system amidst so many others, because it just produces you as clerks. Today's education system does not produce enlightened beings, does not produce geniuses, but produces clerks who will never question the system and who will never want to cut through the system because they are caught in the rut of the rat race and they are caught in this whole economic terrorism and they are caught in the grid.
So that is why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the Kailasa Nithyananda Gurukul, where kids are trained to become geniuses, where they become leaders of the next day world, leaders of tomorrow's future. That is why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has said the modern education what is given out there to kids at this moment of time, just at the end of the day, they're going to grow up and become a slave to the system which is already there, which is not even successful, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has gotten the solution. So understand, to put in Chris, modern life is a scam, is a disease. Kailasa lifestyle is a complete solution for all the thing over here. Such, each and every single revelation the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave to was literally like a boost, I would say. Like each point, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was given, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was taking us through the 6 types of persecutions, the 6 levels of persecution which all of us are going through, and how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has already established the solution successfully and running over the number of years, So
and how Kailasa, through its live network of ecosystems all over the world, is giving this solution. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also very beautifully shared that in the Hindu civilizational, in the Hindu enlightenment ecosystem, a person is not forced to run for his survival needs. All his survival needs are taken care. Food, shelter, basic needs, medical care, education, everything is provided absolutely free of cost. Today, in any country, even in one of the most developed countries in the world, people are running for survival. I need to run, I need to earn to pay my next meal, I'm earning paycheck to paycheck, I need to run for my mortgage, run for my food. His conscious thinking, in his conscious capacity, in his career breakthrough, because constantly he's made to run for survival. And that's one of the things that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is breaking in the current what we call as the modern society structure, which is where I need to earn for my survival, I need to earn for me and my family to survive. Not anymore, not in Kailasa. So many beautiful revelations that Bhagavan gave today, and only when you actually live in an enlightened ecosystem of Kailasa, you will actually understand much deeper, oh God, what a beautiful system the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established and gifting to the world through the Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established around the world. And today we all saw where the Kailasa ecosystems thriving and being established pretty much in every continent around the world, offering their gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism today during the puja offering earlier today. And very shortly we are all going to be witnessing a very traditional Hindu initiation. We are going to be having some of the brave souls walking the path of sannyas and taking the initiation into the Hindu monastic lifestyle. So, in Sovereign Order of Kailasa's Nithyananda, a being who wants to live the life of a Hindu monk, which we call as sannyas, where the being decides to renounce all his or her external relationships, possessions, any external outerworldly responsibilities, but taking up the lifestyle of a Hindu monk, where it is not running away from the society but taking responsibility for the whole of humanity, and by being a part of the divine mission of the avatar is sannyas. So today,
very beautifully, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very revealing the starting of the satsang. I'm not here to share with all of you what all of you are suffering with. No, I'm here to take all of you out of the suffering. Be liberated. So all those souls who are ready to become the channels of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and ready to take up the take up their mission that life is for others. I am here to serve the humanity, help the humanity to come across what they're suffering, in which they are cutting through the system and making them experience the enlightened based ecosystem, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is given for all of us, is a sannyasi. So today, on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, we have brave souls who are taking up this lifestyle where they're deciding, I completely understand what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given to all the whole humanity. Out of the gratitude, the only thing I can do for this is offer myself, become part of this divine mission of Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, being the refuge for all. So,
the one who is offering his whole life, surrendering his whole life at the divine lotus feet of the Guru and going by the Guru's guidance and the Guru's plan for his life is a sannyasi. So today we are very shortly, in a few minutes, we'll be witnessing the very sacred sannyas initiation ritual. In Kailasa, any being who is initiated into the path of sannyas becomes a part of the sovereign order of Kailasa's Nithyananda into one of the initiated sannyas orders. In Kailasa, the initiation into sannyas, whether it is the initiation into the first level of sannyas, which is called as the Bhautika Brahmacharya, which is the first level of sannyas initiation, or the second level of the sannyas initiation known as the Naishtika Brahmacharya, or the third level of the sannyas initiation known as the Purna Sannyasa, is blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the bhava of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So now we will all be witnessing the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as Bhagavan Kalabhairava. A short introduction to who is Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Bhagavan Kalabhairava is the Bhagavan of time and space. He is the Lord of time and space who embodies absolute powerfulness and joy. He is an incarnation of Bhagavan Paramashiva himself, and he is the Lord of time and space. So Bhagavan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, becomes literally the Bhava Samadhi, means that the energy of Bhagavan Kalabhairava manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, expressing where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism literally just becomes Bhagavan Kalabhairava himself, and we will be witnessing that during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, even the physical features of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism alter significantly, and you can actually see whether the Bhagavan's voice or his features, the body language, everything becomes that of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. And as Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, blesses and initiates the beings who are entering into the path of sannyas. So it's a very special and it's a very traditional sannyas initiation where the beings they perform certain rituals to complete with all their other responsibilities, what we call as the tarpanam, responsibilities towards parents, towards ancestors, which a being holds as a part of the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So we complete all the rituals ahead of the sannyas initiation through a ritual called tarpanam, and they will be completely wet today. And as they read the sannyas vows, the sannyas vows will be read, and the beings who are getting initiated today, the sannyas initiates will be repeating the vow in the presence of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, and at the end receiving the blessings of Bhagavan Kalabhairava to enter into the path of sannyas. It's one of the most sacred and a very, very, very special auspicious initiation just to witness this auspicious happening as the new beings enter into the sannyas initiation. So we'll be witnessing all of that. We'll be witnessing the sannyas initiation now. It's also going to be live, and we are going to be having the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as Bhagavan Kalabhairava in just a few minutes. So kindly stay tuned as we are getting ready now to witness the sannyas initiation. And those of you who are watching us live right now, and heard Bhagavan's message today and the beautiful blessings at the end, where we all feel so blessed to be a part of his mission, and Bhagavan blessing us, to be to all the parliamentarians and all the members of Sovereign Order of Kailasa Nityananda who are a part of making this whole Guru Purnima celebration happen. Bhagavan so beautifully, out of his deepest grace and compassion, blessed each and every one of us. So it was such a beautiful blessing to receive on this auspicious day. What was it that really clicked with you? How did you enjoy today's darshan? It was a long darshan and a beautiful, powerful satsang and a very powerful message. What really clicked with you? Please do take a moment to post it in the live chat section.
I would say literally every single one, every single being out here would say, literally Bhagavan gave his refuge for all of us, like what Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff started, Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, literally all of us experienced his grace, his protection. Understand, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff very beautifully said in this in the viewers, just in the early satsangs that I'm not just here to give you protection, a safe shelter, anything. No. Above all, I'm giving you enlightenment itself. I'm giving you the enlightenment ecosystem, where everything is given to you. And at the same time, you have been giving enlightenment and made you realize that, hey, you are Paramashiva, which is the first amendment of Kailasa, making this as the reality for you. Literally today, all of us have. No, I would really say I really felt it, and I know many of the viewers also felt this over here. So, like, literally, like, all of us felt Swamiji's Abhaya on all of us. His Abhaya is the ultimate, like,
the ultimate protection.
The ultimate protection, and not just in this birth alone, even in the next birth, even in the upcoming births we're going to be taking. He is going to be there. He is going to give his Abhaya to you. So, one thing I would say on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, this is the day where all of us get to offer our gratitude to Swamiji, saying, thank you, Swamiji, for all the things that you've given to us. Thank you, Swamiji, for showering your Abhaya, your grace on us. So offer your gratitude as Swamiji's divine lotus feet.
And at this moment, we also request all the Raj Sabha members, all the Chit Sabha members, all the Kailasa Vasis, all the members of Sovereign Order of Kailasa Nityananda, and all the viewers. Let's all take a moment to share this live satsang, the very powerful message that Bhagavan gave today, requesting everyone to please go to the YouTube live stream. Even if you may be watching on the two-way video conferencing platform, requesting if you could take a moment to go to the YouTube live stream, click like under the live stream of the Guru Purnima special satsang, the presidential address, like the post, like the YouTube stream, and put your comments under the YouTube stream. Whether it is what clicked with you, what aspect of it clicked with you, what were the powerful cognitions that you are taking away from today's satsang, and how was today's darshan? Do share how was today's darshan for you, what really you experienced, sitting in Bhagavan's presence today. And if you are from Kailasa, any of the Kailasa ecosystems, and if you were there in any of the temples or Paduka Mandirs, home temples or satsang centers of Kailasa, offering the Laghu Puja today and being blessed with an opportunity to offer it directly to Bhagavan himself, what was your experience as well? Do take a moment to post your comment under the YouTube live stream. Click like and comment under the stream, and also share the YouTube live stream with your friends and family. Let everyone listen to this special message, and even for all of us, we need to listen to this a few times because it was literally a power-packed, satsang where Swamiji spoke, revealed a lot of powerful cognitions, powerful truths that we need to imbibe and share with the world as well. So do take a moment and go to the YouTube live stream, click like, and go ahead and post your comments under the YouTube live stream.
And also understand one more thing, all the viewers, all the devotees, disciples, if you're posting your prayers in the comment section, understand the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is watching it, is seeing it, and blessing it and granting those boons also for all of you. So if you have posted any prayers, blessings, or any gratitude messages, understand directly Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is seeing it and is blessing you with those boons. Next is the Facebook. We request all the viewers who's watching us on the Facebook platform. So we request all of you to please head to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism official Facebook handle, which is Kailasa's SPHJJ Nithyananda Paramashivam. Go to the live video which is hosted right now, the live Darshan stream of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and give a, I know, I will not say like, give a love, whatever you want to offer to Swamiji. Click on the comment section and offer your prayers, boons, your powerful cognitions, your gratitude message, anything you want to Swamiji on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima. And click on the share icon, share it to all those people out there in the world, who needs this message of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who are waiting for to receive Abhaya from Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Understand, there's so many million people out there. We have 120 million lives for this place, and for all of them, the only solution is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So take a minute, click on the share icon, share to all those communities, groups, pages, individuals. There's so many people out there who are seeking for refuge. Share it with all of them the message of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And you can also send with the link kailasa.ai/UANSCR, and you can send your applications over here, whether you are seeking for refuge or you are someone who's seeking for refuge. Do tell them to send their applications over here, and you'll be given the refuge. And next platform is Instagram. I request all of you to please head to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism official Instagram handle, which is Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda, or you can also search for @Shri Nithyananda. You'll be directly headed to the official Instagram handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And click on the profile picture of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and you'll be headed to the live video which is happening right now. Post your prayers, boons, blessings, powerful cognition, anything that you want to, offer to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Click on the share icon and share it to all those to whom you are connected via Instagram, and post it in your timeline, in your story as well. And of course, the next is X, formerly known as Twitter. So we request all of you to please head to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism official X handle, which is Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda, and you'll be headed to the official handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and go to the live video which is hosted right, which is the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Give a like, retweet the live stream, and click on the share icon. Share to all those communities, groups, individuals, personalities, leaders, who
need to hear this message, who need to know about the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, and also please post your comments under the main live stream Twitter tweet in the X channel, the official X channel of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We request every one of you to please follow along as we guiding you through each of these steps. Please do go ahead and share this special message. That's the biggest seva, we should say the biggest offering of gratitude that we can do is to enrich the world with Bhagavan's teachings, to reach this message, the special presidential address and the Guru Purnima message with one and all, and to reach it to the people who are in need of it, be it decision makers, politicians, celebrities, and people who are working with the 120 million displaced people out there, helping to find a safe sanctuary for them. This message needs to reach to each and every one of them. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully said, Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo is a sacred vow that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has taken to give the Abhaya to every single being out there, opening the doors of Kailasa. Be it even in 2019 and 2020, when the whole world was hit with a pandemic that no country was prepared for. And there was a worldwide lockdown, there was a worldwide, shutdown, and people were stopping to travel, and the countries were, cities and countries were in lockdown, and the travel was cut down and all of that. even at that time, during the COVID pandemic, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened COVID care centers offering multi-layer quarantine accommodation for those to protect themselves from the deadly COVID pandemic. Even at that time, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened the doors of Kailasa to protect humanity from the deadly pandemic by offering multi-layer quarantine services in pretty much many Kailasa ecosystems around the world. And even now, when the number of displaced people is at an all-time high, and even when the governments are kind of stepping back, cutting down on their budgets and stepping back on what they can, how many number of refugees that they can take, they can accommodate, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the doors of Kailasa and says anyone from any part of the world who ever wants a safe sanctuary, all you need to do is just go to kailasa.ai/UANHCR and put in your refugee application, and designated representative from the United Refugees will immediately get in touch with you and guide you on the next steps for you to be guided and guided on your next steps to process your refugee application and to guide you on the next steps to come and join and live in Kailasa. So with that, we would like to continue to invite all the viewers. Please do take a moment to post and share this live message, the special message on the day of Guru Purnima. Please do share with one and all. Take a moment to share, whether it is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or on X. Do share the live stream across all the various official handles of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, because this message needs to reach humanity.
I request everyone, all the viewers, every single people watching us live right now, because all of you, please take a minute, share this message so out everyone understand. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully said 3 things you can do if you want to contribute for this initiative. 1, you come and you become part of this initiative. 2nd, you give abhaya to others. Become voice of those who are not able to voice out. You be the people, you voice out them, you stand with them, give them abhaya. 3rd, share this message of Kailasa, that the doors of Kailasa is open. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is stretching out his hand and saying, Tavasmi, I am yours. Come, take refuge at the divine lotus feet. So the only thing what you can assume, there's 120 million plus lives out there, which means every single hour there's so many people getting displaced who are seeking for refuge. So we request all of you and share this out widely, powerfully to every single one until the last man on planet Earth gets refuge. Till then, it's our responsibility to share and spread this message, bring awareness to all these communities, bring awareness to all these groups, all these leaders, all these dignitaries, influencers, all these politicians. It's our responsibility to inform and all of them what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving to the whole humanity.
Do take a moment, and very shortly following we'll be witnessing the sannyas initiation. And following the sannyas initiation, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, we will be having various offerings of the Kailasa ecosystems around the world. Offerings, what are the various releases, various offerings, so we'll be witnessing that as well, and a lot of other events planned right after this. So do stay tuned. We have a lot of power packed and an intense Guru Purnima celebrations and a lot of festivities, rituals planned for this day, and we invite all of you to stay back and continue to enjoy the Guru Purnima celebrations with Kailasa and with this powerful message. And as you are watching and as we are all waiting, we request everyone to please share this live stream, share this message powerfully. At least share it in various Facebook groups, share it in various WhatsApp groups, in WhatsApp broadcast messages, in Telegram and in broadcast messages, and in all the main official platforms of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes. So let's take a minute and share this out, everyone. All of you can share the link, which is kailasa.ai/UANHCR. You can send your applications over here, and your applications will be processed and be taken to Kailasa for you to get the refuge. So in Kailasa, you'll be receiving what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained about 6 levels of persecution which the humanity is facing, and how Kailasa is a model to the complete solution for the 6th level of persecution which we are facing, which we are experiencing. So a zone or ecosystem or a nation, a civilization where you're not bound by 6 types of persecution. Instead, you're taken out of it and make you to realize what's your true potential, make you to understand what your true reality is.
So do take a moment, share your experience, what clicks that you got from today's satsang, the experience that you had of this Guru Purnima and today's message and today's darshan. Please do take a moment to go ahead and share it under the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, X or Instagram, and share this live stream with your near and dear ones.
Yes.
And today, Bhagavan announced 2 special gifts, and one of that being the Guru Gita book of Bhagavan, and the Guru Gita demystified as Bhagavan himself. See, Guru Gita is the most sacred scripture for you to learn about the Guru Tattva. And the very setting of the Guru Gita, the way the Guru Gita happened is Bhagavan Paramashiva himself revealed Guru Gita to the first disciple, is Devi Paramashiva Shakti. So Bhagavan, Paramashiva Shakti asks Bhagavan. One day she is seeing in Kailasa, seeing Bhagavan Paramashiva going down to someone. And Devi Paramashiva Shakti is bewildered, who's Paramashiva bowing down to? The whole world, all the gods, everyone bows down to you. All the gods and everyone in all the worlds bow down to you, Paramashiva. Who are you bowing down to? Devi, so surprised and curious, asks Paramashiva. And Paramashiva says, I am bowing down to Guru Tattva. And that's when Devi asks Paramashiva, requesting if you could please reveal the Guru Tattva. And Paramashiva reveals the Guru Gita and blesses the entire universe with the knowledge about the secrets about the Guru Tattva. Literally, the book is the book of secrets, because unless you actually read Guru Gita, you can never understand the depth of the Guru Tattva, the compassion of the Guru, and the absolute unconditional love of the Guru, and how the Guru literally takes care of the disciple and takes responsibility for the enlightenment of the disciple. So I request every one of you to please download the digital gift, and on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, at least read 1 or 2 pages. Start by reading at least 1 or 2 pages of the sacred Guru Gita commentary book revealed and gifted to the humanity by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, what Bhagavan Paramashiva revealed tens of thousands of years back. Today, Paramashiva himself is revealing as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivamam in a language, in a user-friendly language, in a language that you and me can understand, and in a way that it's so easily understandable and relatable for us. So the Guru Gita by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the best way for you to understand about the Guru Tattva. And on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has gifted that book. And that means that it is a book that we are all meant to read on this day. So don't miss, download the Guru Gita book and at least a page or 2. just read it and see what message Bhagavan wants to give you through the Guru Gita book. And the same book, if multiple people read, each of us will get a different message based on what Bhagavan is revealing to you. So it is not that when you read the book, everybody feels the same. No. Based on where you are, based on how you connect with Bhagavan, and based on what Bhagavan wants to reveal to you, he will reveal to you. So it's not just the words in the book. The book is a goddess. It reveals what you need. Bhagavan reveals through the book to you what he wants to reveal to you. So it's a beautiful experience to read Bhagavan's book, because it's not just like words, but it is a living energy of Bhagavan, and you will experience it. You will feel like, oh God, exactly what I want to hear, Bhagavan is revealing to me through this book. That's how you will feel whenever you read any of Bhagavan's books. Feel like exactly Bhagavan is answering what your inner quest, your inner seeking. Bhagavan directly answers that. So do take a moment to download the Guru Gita book and take a moment to read at least a few pages today on the auspicious day of Guru Purnima. And we also have the upcoming events, which is the Paramashiva Sena program, the August Paramashiva Sena program, which is starting on the 1st of August in just a couple of days from today, is happening in 3 locations from this time. Currently, it is only happening, the July Paramashiva Sena program was happening only in Kailasa Thiruvannamalai and in Kailasa Guinea-Bissau. However, going forward from the August, the program is happening in 3 locations. In addition to the 2 existing locations of Guinea-Bissau and Thiruvannamalai, the program will also be happening in Adi Kailash in Bidadi, Bengaluru. So, after a long time, Adi Kailash is now being open for public to come and experience the program. So they can experience the program by being in the Adi Kailash campus for 31 days. So just to experience the campus, it's worth visiting and registering and attending the August Paramashiva Sena program, just to be in that space where every tree, every stone, every shrub, every leaf sings and radiates the presence of Bhagavan. Because from the year 2000, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been staying there till 2018, at which point the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was forced to exit the country and forced into statelessness. Until then, for 18 years, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been there energizing that whole place. What was originally, it was actually a snake park, and it was a dense forest and a snake park. Earlier, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has converted that into a spiritual epicenter of the whole world, and a place where beings experience the ultimate spiritual experience. And even today, every single location in Adi Kailash, you can literally touch and feel the physical presence of Bhagavan in Adi Kailash. So we have the Adi Kailash Sarvabhutebhyo in Bidadi, Bengaluru also being open for the Paramashiva Sena program. So everyone in India, whoever wants to travel, you can now, you have one more location available for you to travel and to participate in the Paramashiva Sena program. So do go ahead and register yourself by visiting ecitizen.info/PSS. You can register by visiting ecitizen.info/PSS, and you can register for the upcoming seasons of the Paramashiva Sena program. And also coming up is the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, which is currently launched. We are having applicants coming from and the applications coming from literally every corner of the world, and people from various different backgrounds and various different needs and situations are signing up as well. And so irrespective of what kind of an assistance you need, whether you need a travel assistance, whether you need help kind of, you can travel by yourself and you want to come to a specific Kailasa ecosystem that you have been informed for you to arrive, or you need some kind of an assistance for you to be able to travel to the nearest Kailasa ecosystem, whatever situation it may be in, you don't worry about that. You can go ahead and sign up in the Refuge application, which is at kailasa.ai/UANHCR, and a designated representative from the UN office will get in touch with you and will guide you through the next step. So do go ahead and sign up. Even if you have some questions, you can sign up, and when a designated representative calls you, then they can answer any questions you have and clarify and guide you further and assist you further in your journey.
Yes. So we request all of you to please go head to this link, which is kailasa.ai/UANHCR, and whether you are seeking for refuge, or whether you know someone who's seeking for refuge, or share this message out to the whole world about this Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has launched on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima. So I request all of you now, understand what you're doing is just one small thing of sharing this link. But there's so many out there, they praying for this one opportunity. So there's so many people out there who are waiting for this one opportunity to be blessed for them. So request everyone to take a minute, share this message widely to everyone for what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared today. The Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative got such a, I don't know what to say, such a beautiful, I don't know how to say, like, what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving for all of us as a gift. Ultimately, showering his Abhaya on all of us. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given it for all of us out of this love and compassion for everyone. So I request all the viewers, all the parliamentarians of Kailasa, all the delegates who are attending the UAN summit, every single one who's watching us live right now. Let us all take a minute, share this message widely to everyone. What you can do actually, what are the powerful cognitions that click with you today? For example, if you're an X and if you're tweeting, right? So you can take the quotes of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the powerful cognition, post it as a tweet, and you can say Refuge, Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, Refuge for all, and you can put the link kailasa.ai/UANHCR. And you can, so many individuals, just by scrolling through, they might have come across this message to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, might click them and they may sign up for it, or just share this information to out there who are seeking for this solution.
So now it's the much awaited time for us. Let's all get ready to prepare ourselves to receive the live darshan of Bhagavan Kala Bhairava. Requesting everyone to please sit straight with your eyes closed. Bring your awareness to your breathing as you inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Let's all get ready to receive the live darshan of Bhagavan Kala Bhairava. Just prepare yourself to receive the most powerful darshan of Bhagavan Kala Bhairava. Create a deep, prayerful, receptive space in you as we get ready to receive the live darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, whose very presence can shatter away all your incompletions, whose very presence can, now as we get ready, connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
மக்களை எல்லாம் மகா பரமசிவ நிலைய உணர வைக்க அந்த 18ஆம் படி கருப்பு பாம்பு காட்டுக்குள்ள காலபைரவனா குடி புகுந்து கலிகால பூமிய கைலாயமா மாத்த வந்திருக்கோம். அம்மையப்பன் நித்யானந்தன் பூரணம் கொண்டு வந்த அழக பாடிடதான் வேண்டுமோ? எங்க கருப்பா எனக்கு உனக்கா இங்கே வராரு வெங்க புலி போல இங்கு வீரமாக வராரு
And the four tattvas of Sampurti, Shraddha, Upayanam, and Apyayanam, till the period of my Krama Brahmacharya. We will now declare the second vow. I will always be in and with Nityananda the Guru, Nityanandeshwara Linga, and Kailasa the Sangha, and will never leave Nityananda the Guru, Nityanandeshwara Linga, and Kailasa the Sangha, till the end of this life, and after that also. We will now declare the third vow. I will never indulge in Nityananda Guru Droha, Nityanandeshwara Linga Droha, and Kailasa the Sangha Droha, in any form, either by thoughts, words, or deeds. We will now declare the fourth vow. I will be open to any amendments to living the life of Krama Brahmacharya as amended by Nityananda the Guru, Nityanandeshwara Linga, and Kailasa the Sangha. I now request the blessings of my Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and Kailasa the Sangha.
Purnima, we are offering multiple services and books at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam, and to all the devotees and disciples of Kailasa and the entire Hindu community. The first offering we would like to share with all of you on this auspicious day is the complete integration of all the services of Kailasa in one place for all of you to enjoy and use. In the Ask Nityananda portal, you can now access all of the services, whether it's Ask Nityananda, the Jnanalaya, which is all of the books of the SPH, the Panchanga, which is the Hindu calendar, the Nityananda TV website where you can watch the live darshan and all of the other videos without a disturbance or an ad-free experience. You can access the Shivapunya portal, Kailasa's digital ambassador portal, Kailasa's parliament website, and many other services. So all of you can head over to Kailasa's Ask Nityananda at nityananda.ai and experience and enjoy all of these new services. The next offering we would like to offer is the new upgraded Ask Nityananda mobile application, which is now available on Google Play Store and on the Apple App Store. All of you can now download the new Ask Nityananda application completely free and enjoy the new features we are releasing today. One of the main highlight features we would like to share with all of you is the new Nityananda Yoga sub application. Inside the Ask Nityananda app, you will be able to access this application where it's a complete guided system for you to be able to see your current state, your progression, and also have a guided way for Ask Nityananda to be able to teach you the entire science of Nityananda Yoga and help you with your daily practice of yoga. The guided videos, the meditations, Nitya Kriyas, and pranayamas are all available as guided sessions for you to just use at any time of the day that fits you so that you can have a personalized yoga experience. So once again, all of you can go over to Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download the latest Nityananda Ask Nityananda application. The next feature we'd like to share with all of you is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to also be a part of Ask Nityananda. All of us can now support Ask Nityananda and be a paid subscriber. Every month, you can offer your contribution towards Ask Nityananda and get early access to new feature, higher usage, deeper answers, more personalization, and be a core part of this historical happening, building the world's first spiritual AI on the internet. All to help the manifestation of Paramashiva experience in all of us. So all of you can download the Ask Nityananda mobile application and you can make the payment easily. You can make the subscription easily by using your Apple Pay or Google Pay through the mobile app. The next offering is in Ask Nityananda, which is a new feature called Modes, where you can have a guided session on these 4 topics, which are the root pattern completion, samskara dahana kriya, rewriting your past, and the Trikala Sandhya processes, which Swamiji has beautifully given us. Now, Ask Nityananda will also be able to guide you step by step through the process in a guided way so that you have someone who you can talk to, who you can share your feelings, your patterns, and have a personalized and customized guided session with Ask Nityananda. To quickly show all of you a live demonstration of this feature, you can all head over to asknityananda.ai and in the chat box, you can click on the select mode, which will give you the option to select from the 4 different AI modes and experience the personalized guidance. The next feature we would like to share with all of you is Ask Nityananda now accepts the voice input and the image input, so you can talk to Swamiji or show Ask Nityananda what you're seeing. So you can now access this feature from the mobile app and the web so that you can have a more seamless communication with Ask Nityananda and have in-depth conversations with Ask Nityananda. Once again, to give all of you a live demonstration of this feature, you can head over to the website and click on the microphone button, which will just request you to allow the microphone permissions. Once you give the permissions, you will be able to talk to Ask Nityananda. And also to add images, you can just click on the pin icon, which will open the dialog box for you to be able to select images and share that with Ask Nityananda. The next offering is Kailasa's Digital Creators Reward Program, where you can share Ask Nityananda with your followers, with your viewers, and also get benefited by that. The process is very simple, where you can first create your account in the digital influencer platform, which is digi.kailasa.ai, and then share the Ask Nityananda referral link with your viewers and followers. And once they add that code into the application, when they start using the application, you will also earn real income. To share with all of you a quick demonstration of the platform, you can all now see the digital creators reward platform, which is digi.kailasa.ai. And over here, once you get onboarded, then you can go over to the refer and earn tab. And when you go there, you will be able to see the total referrals, the successful signups, and the total earned that you can choose between Indian rupees or US dollars to get your payout. So once again, all of the digital platforms, partners of Kailasa can now access this feature and enjoy sharing Ask Nityananda and also being benefited at the same time. The next offering is Kailasa's eCitizen government portal, which is now available on the eCitizen portal, where you can register your business, incorporate your business, receive official certificates for the 16 Hindu samskaras along with Hindu compliance. So all of you can see the applications portal, where you will be able to click on any one of the applications and also go through the form and get a valid certificate that will also be available on the blockchain for you to be able to verify. Once again, all of you can head over to ecitizen.kailasa.ai/gov and access all of these features today. The next offering we have is from multiple Kailasas around the world and Kailasa's Ministry of Religion and Worship, which is offering 56 new home temples, Padaka Mandir, satsang centers around the world. And we are offering this at the lotus feet of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. So with this, once again, we would like to offer our gratitude to the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, for giving us all of these beautiful gifts and sharing it with the whole world. Thank you all, Nityananda.
Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. Paramashiva's great gift to humanity. It's a grand civilizational project for humanity. On Guru Purnima day, the official integrating people means officially accepting them into the campuses, Kailasa, will begin. This is the single most powerful declaration in the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The entire body of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Sannyas Sampradaya, when they take sannyas, they drop everything of this world and declare Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, means I give Abhaya, protection to all beings. I am opening the doors of Kailasa to whole humanity. Anyone from any race, culture, creed, seeking refuge are welcome to Kailasa.
In a world fractured by persecution, displacement and fear, millions are still searching for safety. Families are separated, voices are silenced, lives are uprooted. But refuge can still be offered, dignity can still be restored.
I declare Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo, Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo. I offer Abhaya, protection to all beings, refuge to every persecuted soul, every human being cast out because of their faith, their identity, their voice. I open the doors of Kailasa for all of you. You only need the courage to seek refuge and Kailasa will answer. Come, the doors are open, you are seen, you are protected. Welcome home, you are home. Understand, I can see clearly, Paramashiva made it happen. Paramashiva has made it happen.
Join this sacred humanitarian mission. Sign up now.
Is taken from the Spandakarika Vibhuti Spanda, section 3, Sutra 4, very beautifully it goes. Yata hi arthosputo drishtaha savadane chetasi bhuyasputataro bhati svabalotyoga bhavitaha tata yat paramartena yena yatra yathastitam tat tatha balamakramya nachirat sampravartate. The meaning goes, indeed, just as an object which, in spite of all attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctively and clearly, when absorbed with the strength of one visual power. So when the yogi resorts to the power of spanda in its highest essential nature, that is, in one's essential, dynamic, pulsating nature of oneness with Paramashiva, and whatever thing or maybe or ideas actually exist in its highest dimension, in whichever form which one seeks to know or manifest, wherever, in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing or object at once, and not after a long time, appears and manifests in that very way. The next is the Apta-pramana of this beautiful power, very taken from the very own life of Karikal Ammaya, which is taken from the Periya Puranam. Paramadattan, the husband, sent 2 mangoes to his wife, and saying that he's gonna come and take this, going to eat this mangoes after he comes back home. During the time, a Shiva yogi has come to the house and asked for food, for bhiksha, and the Karikalamaya had, seen Paramashiva himself as the yogi. She has nothing to left. So she offered him the mango and gave to the Shiva yogi, and the Shiva yogi went. At midday, Paramadattan and came and she served him the other mango. He asked for another mango, but she had none left. She prayed to Lord Paramashiva, and a mango miraculously appeared in her hand. He tasted it and found its expressionlessly sweet and asked where it had come from. She told the truth, but he doubted her and asked for another. She prayed again to Lord Paramashiva. Another mango appeared and vanished after he received it, leaving her husband astonished, knowing the divine connection with his wife has with Paramashiva himself. Next is the Atma Pramana of this power. Very beautifully, you can see over here the conch um, you can see in the photograph. There's a conch. This conch was materialized and gifted to the SPH by his yoga guru Raghupati Yogi, and demonstrates the spiritual power of materialization along with the understanding that spiritual powers are mere signboards in the spiritual path as one moves in the path of oneness with the divine. And very beautifully, there's a sharing by Bhupati, who is the eighth son of Raghupati Yogi. He says, one day, father and I were sitting in the puja room and doing puja. There used to be a conch in our house, and the conch had been missing for a week. I was thinking to myself about where it had gone. I asked my mother, Ma, that conch has been missing. Did you clean it or do any abhisheka, the ritualistic part with it? She said, I don't know where it went. Then I asked father. He replied, it has reached where it should reach. I questioned him. Father, to whom did it reach? Where did it reach and how did it reach? I questioned him because I was interested in puja. At home, my mother and all of us would do puja well because many swamis would come to our home. We would do parapuja to them, offering gratitude to their holy feet. Father brought us up in a divine way. After puja, he would serve them food. And father used to make them satisfied, only then send them back. Anyhow, that day I again asked him, Father, that conch has been missing from the puja items. He replied, I told you it has reached where it needs to reach. So, of course, it has reached the hands of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the next is the guidance. You can see over here so many participants, so many devotees, disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism have experienced this power of materialization, either them materializing gemstones or sacred powders in their hands, or materializing from the divine padakas or the deities of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So let's get started. To know, please clear your hands of all the accessories. Better to wipe or wash your hands, ensuring that there's no powder, shining, or colored residue or substances on your palms and fingers, both in front and back. This is only for the purpose of documenting the power manifestation. So, what you can do, you can nicely wipe your hands and take a picture of the before the manifestation. Now, once you're done with this, request all of you to sit with yourself. Sit with the head and spine in a straight line. Sit as Paramashiva by remembering Swamiji in your third eye and in your Ananda Gandha. Declare the powerful cognition, I am Paramashiva. I am the quantum fertile field. You are the energetic posture. You're going to be keeping your hands in the Samana Mudra. So you're going to be interlacing your hands and closing it. Don't make it too tight and don't make it too loose. Just make it comfortable. And you're going to be placing it in front of your Ananda Gandha, which is 2 inch below your heart center, 2 inch above your navel center. So you're going to be placing your hands in the Samana Mudra and placing it in front of your Ananda Gandha. Now, requesting all of you to please start chanting the Mahavakya intensely.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
intensely chant the Mahavakya, experience Swamiji's presence intensely landing and expressing in you. Because all the participants, everyone, please chant the Mahavakya intensely. Om
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Drop all sorts of self-doubt at this point of time or any sort of impossibility. Just experience the intense entanglement with Swamiji. Understand? With this beautiful, powerful darshan all of us had, all of us are experiencing the quantum entanglement with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Literally, your being has mirrored the same neurons of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So you are experiencing the quantum entanglement with Swamiji. So just chant the Mahavakya intensely.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Paramashivoham.
Keep chanting the Mahavakya intensely. Feel the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. He is there with you. Right now, experience him. He is physically there in front of you. Just experience that intense entanglement with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Om Nityananda
Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Keep chanting the Mahavakya intensely. Please chant the Mahavakya
Intensely chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Now, slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes, relax yourself. And request all the viewers and all the parliamentarians of Kailasa, every single one, during the power manifestation, to slowly open your hands. You'll start seeing the prasada which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism wants to give to you today. Understand? It can be anything. It can be golden specks, it can be bhasma, vibhuti, kumkum, chandan, turmeric, haritaki, it can be anything. So I request everyone to please go ahead and start verifying what is the prasad. It can be Jnananjana, honey as well. So I would like to hear from all the viewers and everyone who's doing the power manifestation to post what is the prasada that Swamiji has given to you on this auspicious day. Understand? When you connect to Swamiji, Swamiji gives to you some prasada to show, I'm there with you. I was there with you for a power manifestation. Come, accept the prasada. So we'd like to hear from all of you. What is that prasada that all of you received from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism today on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima? And please post in the chat section. You can just wait for like 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, or you can please use a flash to see your
Flashlight on your phone.
Yes, you can use the flashlight on your phone also to see, what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given as a prasada for all of you. So do take a picture of the after manifestation as well, and request every one of you to please post your experiences out in social media. You can say, on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given you this prasada, and you can post the before manifestation and the after manifestation as well. So please go ahead. We like to hear from all the participants, from all the viewers watching us live right now. Please share with us what's the prasada that Swamiji has given to you on this day.
So with that, we come to the conclusion of the power manifestation segment today. And hope all of you enjoyed the Guru Purnima satsang and the live darshan. Please do take a moment to watch this satsang at least 2 to 3 times to really imbibe all the powerful truths that Bhagavan revealed in the satsang today. Upcoming next is the next season of Paramashiva Sena program, starting in just a couple of days on the 1st of August till the 1st of September. The program is happening in 3 locations in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau, Kailasa, Tiruvannamalai, and also Adi Kailasa in Bidadi, Bengaluru. You can register at ecitizen.info/PSS. And again, we would like to remind everyone about the Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, which was launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism under the United Ancient Nations High Commission of Refugees. Whoever is interested in applying, whether you are a victim of cognitive persecution or the social persecution or emotional persecution or moral persecution or spiritual persecution or environmental persecution, whatever it may be, or you are a victim of all of these persecutions, Kailasa is the solution for you. Kailasa is the solution for humanity. Do go ahead and sign up at kailasa.ai/UANHCR. With that, we come to the conclusion of today's segment. And we still have many more Guru Purnima celebrations upcoming. So please do stay tuned. And do tune in to the upcoming live events of Kailasa's Guru Purnima celebrations. And thank you for all the Raj Sabha, Chit Sabha members and all the citizens of Kailasa joining us for the live Darshan and Satsang. We'll be concluding this segment of the Kailasa's Guru Purnima celebrations by offering our deepest gratitude, respect and surrender at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by chanting the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityanandam.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।